Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Chemical Engineer. I am Sai Yadav and I am back after a long time. So continuing to the course Chemical Process Calculation. So this will be my fourth video in this subject. So in this video we are going to learn about material balance, choosing a basis. So in this video what we will see is we will choose a basis. So what is basis and what it is having a relation with problem solving, that all we will see in this video. So please subscribe to the channel. It is my humble request. Before starting the video, let us start the video. Okay, so choosing a basis. So objective of this video will be to state the three questions useful in selecting the basis. Okay, so there will be three questions for which you should know how to select a basis for it. Okay, and then apply this question to select a suitable basis and sequence of basis. Okay, so applying these questions to get the final answer. All right, so those three questions are: what do I have to start with? Okay, so if you are given any problem, you should know how to start it with. You may be given much more or wide range of data in your question. Like suppose this is a one question. Suppose I have 100 pound of oil as well as I have 46 kilogram of fertilizer, or let us say 46 kilogram of oil. Okay. So if you are given this two sentence in one question, which should be your appropriate basis? So okay, so basis. So basis is nothing but a something which is predefined by us, which is given to us in a question. So taking it as a base, we are going to solve a problem. So that is known as basis. Okay. So you should know how to start it. Then what answer is called for, means you should know what is our aim to select that basis, or what is our aim to find out in the question. Okay, so in the question you will be given something like find out the mass fraction, mole fraction, find out the ratios, or anything like that, how much product flow rate, anything will be given to you, so you should know what you have to find in your answer. Okay, and then the third question, which is the most important question, you should always use it while starting or writing the answer. So what is the most convenient basis to use? As I have discussed in the first question, that you will be given more than one data in your question. So which data should you use or choose as a basis? On this uh, on the type of basis or on the base of the basis, we are going to solve the next part of the problem. Okay, and that's it. We have to answer these three questions, or if we know how to apply basis, we will get the answer for these three questions. So before going to the examples, let me tell you, in process calculation, if you are given any question in process calculation, if you are given, first line you should write is basis. So suppose if you are we will see an example, but what you have to write, first line of any question should answer of your answer should start with basis dash. So dash will be, I will explain you by looking at the examples. All right, and yeah, this is a process calculation, as the name suggests, calculation. Always keep your pen paper in your hand and solve it side by side. Pause the video and solve it. Alright, so the choosing a basis is the main aim. Okay, remember. So the first question is, the dehydration of lower alkanes can be carried out using a ceric oxide CEO catalyst. What is the mass fraction or the mole fraction of CEO in the catalyst? Alright, so you know anything about cerium oxide or ceric oxide? No. Alright, so you have nothing in your brain about this. So how to start with? Alright, so as we know that CEO is formed from cerium, that is C, and oxygen O. So what is the final formula? CEO. So what we can write is, being a chemical engineer, you should be knowing it, that cerium plus oxygen, we are not taking it as O2, we are just not knowing anything, we are just dumb. So like that we can write it in a simple way as CEO is formed by reacting Ce and O. Alright, let us suppose this is 1 gram, 1 kilogram, let us suppose, because kilogram is the good unit to use, and this is also 1 kilogram. So the total product will be, okay, so this is 1 kg, 1 kg, so total product 1 will be 2 kg. Alright, done. Alright, so this is the first intuition that should come in your mind after looking to the question like this. Now let us see the solution. So first line should be selecting a basis, but here as equation is not given, we have to first write equation. So because no specific amount of material is specified, the question what should I start with is the question. Alright, so we have written this equation, that is Ce plus O gives CEO. So this is the 2 kilogram. So we can choose a basis of 2 kg. Okay, on the basis of mass we can choose this 2 kg, or else 1 mole of cerium plus 1 mole of oxygen will give you 2 moles of cerium oxide. Clear? So we can use 2 mole of cerium oxide as a basis. Alright, so now we have two bases. Now what you should do, you have to choose one basis. So read the question again. What is the mass fraction and mole fraction of cerium and oxide in catalyst? So which thing is easier to find? Think about it. Done? Alright. So let me tell you, the easiest thing is mass fraction, because you will be knowing the mass of cerium and mass of oxygen. Both you will be knowing. So mass fraction can be calculated easily. So we can choose a basis as 2 mole, because that is what unknown quantity which we are assuming in this equation by taking as 1 mole. 1 mole gives 2 mole. As such, there is no direct relation also that 1 kg of cerium plus 1 kg of oxygen will give you 2 kg of cerium oxide. So the best thing to choose is 2 moles. Alright. This is how you have to eliminate, and do this step in just 1 minute or less than 30 seconds in your exams. Alright, done. So we will choose 2 mole of this CEO as our basis. So Then you have to make a table, or if you are not making a table, you should clearly know how to write. So 1 mole gives 2 mole of cerium oxide. This is our first step. Mole fraction. So this is 1 by 2 and oxygen is also 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 and 1 by 2, 0.5, 0.5. Total will be 1. Molecular weight you should be knowing of both of them. Kilogram. So as 1 mole are present, kilogram and molecular weight will be remaining same. Done. Mass fraction. How are you calculating now mass fraction? Simple, 140 by 156.1 will give you the mass fraction as zero point 0.9, and 16 by 156.1 will give you the mass fraction as zero point 0.1. Simple. How to select a basis is clear. I should assume that you should be clear by now that how to select that basis. Alright, this is the second and the last example for this video. So the microstructure of nano-sized particle has proven to be important in nanotechnology in developing economic magnetic performance in nanocomposite. In a ternary alloy such as Nd 4.5, ferrous 77, boron 18.5, the average grain size is about 30 nanometer. By replacing zero point 0.2 atom of iron with atom of Cu, the grain size can be reduced to 70 nanometer. Alright, don't read the A and B part. So what you are given is, first thing is this formula, size, and this is the final size, and the condition you are given is you have to replace zero point 0.2 atoms of iron with copper. Alright, done. These all things are given. Okay, so what should be your basis? Think about it. Done. Alright, so you should carefully observe this question. You are given atoms, what it has mentioned, zero point 0.2 atoms of iron, means all these values, that is 4.5, 77 and 18.5, are the atoms. Alright, and carefully observing you will come to know that 77 plus 18.5 plus 4.5 will become 100. So what we are changing, that is atoms, we are manipulating atoms. So our basis should be in terms of atom only. Why? Because that, if the basis is in terms of atom, because that is the only thing we are given in the question. We are given size, but that is variable, so we can't choose it as a basis. Basis should be a permanent, or we can say the thing by which we can get other data as well. So that is how you should choose a basis. So here we will choose 100 atoms of an what is this, alloy. Okay, so that should be your basis. What is the first question now? Basis is selected. Now read the question. What is the molecular formula of alloy after adding the copper to replace iron? Okay, so we are given to manipulate zero point 0.2 atoms of iron, so we will subtract zero point 0.2 atoms. So what we will get for iron, 77 minus zero point 0.2, that is 76.8, and we are adding copper. So new formula will be Nd 4.5, iron 76.8, boron 18.5 into copper. Let me see the, okay, copper is, okay, so copper is 0.2, because that is what iron is removed, copper is added. So this will be the final alloy formula. What is the mass fraction of each species or in the improved alloy? Simple mass fraction 100 is our original gram mole, 77 and 18.5 is our initial 100. Final atoms are 4.5, 76.8, 18.5 and zero point 0.2. Total will be 100 as well. Now you are given a molecular weight. Molecular weight will be given to you, or else you can find in any book. So these are our molecular formula. Molecular formula or molecular weight multiply by gram, you will get the equivalent weight, or we can say the gram actually. So multiply molecular weight multiply by, that is 144 into 4.5, you will get 649 and so on. So total value will be provided, or you will get directly 5151.06. Divide each, 649.08 divided by 5151.06. You will get the mass fraction of ND, Fe, B. So for B we will be 199.9 divided by 5151.06. So this is how you can calculate the mass fraction. Is it simple? In your exam, nothing more than this will be going to be asked. Okay, so you have to have clear knowledge how to select a basis. If you have still have a doubt, you can just comment, or you can contact me through Telegram, Instagram, anywhere. Okay, there is concept of changing a basis. So that concept we will learn while solving a numerical questions. Okay, in the next videos. For reference, or not for a reference, you should uh, take a reference from Himmelblau, Basic Principles and Calculation in Chemical Engineering. So this book is already uploaded on Telegram channel. Download it and complete the chapter number 3. Choosing a basis is the name of the chapter. Complete that full chapter, solve all numericals. If you have any doubt in any numerical of this book, ask me. I will help you solve it. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe us, and please also join us on Telegram, and please share our videos. It will help us. Thank you for watching. मिलते हैं.